Tiffany Trump spent much of her life outside of the spotlight, but that all changed when her father Donald Trump began his first presidential campaign. Despite Donald's public notoriety, Tiffany had a relatively private upbringing with her mother Marla Maples. As the only child of the former couple, Maples chose to raise Tiffany in California following her divorce from Donald in 1999. As a single mother, Maples hoped that by living across the country from her famous ex, Tiffany wouldn't have to live in her father's shadow. Throughout her low-key childhood, Tiffany says she was able to cultivate amazing friendships and stayed grounded thanks to her mother's good values. She played volleyball and basketball and developed a passion for art. She kept in touch with Donald and occasionally saw him on school breaks, later sharing that he was a funny and loving father who often reminded her to do good in school. While there have been rumors of a strain in her relationship with Donald, Tiffany says that's not the case. In fact, she rose to public prominence due to her support for her father on his first presidential campaign trail, appearing at numerous events and delivering speeches. Here's everything to know about Donald Trump's daughter, Tiffany Trump. First things to know. Tiffany is Donald's only daughter with Marla Maples. Tiffany Ariana Trump was born on October 13, 1993, at St. Mary's Hospital in West Palm Beach, Florida. Her name had special meaning to her father, who chose Tiffany to pay tribute to the famed jewelry store as well as the real estate deal he made when he bought the air rights above the brand's landmark New York City storefront to build Trump Tower. Tiffany's birth came just a few months before her parents officially married, with Donald and Maples tying the knot in an elaborate wedding at the Plaza Hotel, which was then owned by the real estate developer. The star-studded ceremony featured 1,000 guests and plenty of paparazzi, according to the New York Times. While Donald and Maples spent the first few years of Tiffany's life as a family unit, they ended up separating in 1997. Their split played out over the next few years, and they officially divorced in 1999. Second things to know. She was mostly raised by her mother in California following her parents' split. Tiffany and her mother moved to California to live their life outside of the spotlight. During an appearance on Today, Maples explained that she thought it was important to spend one-on-one time with Tiffany and give her the opportunity to discover who she is. Looking back on their time in California, Maples told People she also wanted to give Tiffany the kind of upbringing she had growing up in rural Georgia, with organic home-cooked meals and a big backyard. While being a single mom was never the plan, Maples says she knew she had to find a way. Her daddy is a good provider with education and such, but as far as time, it was just me. Her father wasn't able to be there with day-to-day skills as a parent. He loves his kids. There's no doubt. But everything was a bit of a negotiation, Maples shared with People. Meanwhile, Tiffany says she's grateful for the upbringing her mother provided. The duo spent most of their time with one another, whether it was playing tennis, cooking dinner, or taking humanitarian trips to places like Malawi. She moved us out of New York to get out of the spotlight and let me grow up and find my own identity versus being in the shadow of a name or growing up very young with all that pressure, Tiffany told People. So, she wanted me to have a chance to have a normal childhood. As normal as possible. I think that she did well in that. Third things to know. Tiffany had a distant relationship with her father growing up. As Tiffany was primarily raised on the West Coast, she only had the chance to see her father on holidays and special occasions when she spent time in either New York or at Mar-a-Lago. Family friends told the New York Times that Donald would also fly to California whenever Tiffany got awards at school, and Maples noted that she always made an effort for her daughter to spend time with her father. I would bring her into New York a couple times a year and let her go see her dad in the office and let her go have dinner with him and Melania, Maples shared with People. I just said it's important for her to form her own relationship with him, without my input. I wanted to create some consistency where she could see him. While Maples worked to build a rapport between Tiffany and Donald, sources have told People that the father-daughter had a strained relationship at times due to the distance between them. Tiffany did not get the opportunity to spend as much time with Donald as her other siblings who grew up on the East Coast, making her more independent of the whole family. They always had a strained relationship her whole life, and it got exacerbated by the presidency, a source said in 2018. It's gotten much worse now. The source added, since the inauguration, Tiffany and her father have sometimes gone for months without speaking and she went a very long time without seeing him. The last time she was at a family function with him, it was awkward for her and she didn't feel totally welcome. Despite rumors about the pair's relationship, Tiffany has shut down any allegations that there's a rift in her relationship with her father. "We see each other as much as possible and of course we speak on the phone. I think regardless of distance, I don't think that dictates any relationship strains," Tiffany told People. "I really have an emotional bond with him and he was always just the funniest, most loving father. I'm so lucky to have parents who are so supportive of me, of each other. That really shows the respect two people have for each other." 4 things to know. Tiffany attended her father's alma mater, the University of Pennsylvania. After graduating from the Viewpoint School in 2012, Tiffany enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania, her father's alma mater. There, she majored in sociology, with a concentration in law and urban studies. Amid her studies, Donald praised Tiffany for her success in college. "She's got all A's at Penn, so we're proud of her," Donald told People in 2014. During her time in school, Tiffany landed an internship at Vogue, which was arranged by her half-sister Ivanka. After graduating in June 2016, she also interned at eyewear company Warby Parker. At the time, she said she planned to work in the fashion or technology industry. "I'm really interested in fashion and technology and kind of just want to be at a place that's innovative and new, where I can actually implement change and have a voice," Tiffany shared with People. "We'll see what I find." 5 things to know. She has her law degree from Georgetown Law School. In 2017, Tiffany enrolled at Georgetown Law School where she spent the next few years working towards her law degree. According to her Instagram, she specialized in tech and cyber national security as well as criminal justice reform. Students who attended alongside her shared that Tiffany had a relatively normal experience while studying and living in an off-campus apartment in Washington, although she did bring Secret Service with her to class. "Most of the students just ignored her," a former classmate told CNN. "The only difference is that her agents always attended classes with her, but she maintained a very low profile." Upon graduation in 2020, both Donald and Maples congratulated their daughter with sweet messages on social media. "We are so grateful for your kind heart at Tiffany Trump and dedication to your education, commitment to humanity and most important your wisdom which is your God blessing to share," Maples wrote on X. Donald added, "Congratulations to my daughter, Tiffany, on graduating from Georgetown Law. Great student, great school. Just what I need is a lawyer in the family. Proud of you, Tiff." 6 things to know. Tiffany married Michael Boulos in 2022. Tiffany met her now husband Michael Boulos during the summer of 2018 when they both happened to be at Lindsay Lohan's beach club in Mykonos, Greece. While they kept their relationship under the radar, things got serious quickly, and by that fall, Boulos was already spending Thanksgiving with Tiffany's family. In January of 2019, they made their relationship public. After several years of dating, Boulos popped the question with a $1.2 million diamond ring in the White House Rose Garden in early 2021. Tiffany shared the news shortly after in a farewell post ahead of her father's final days in office, reflecting on moments from his time as president. "It has been an honor to celebrate many milestones, historic occasions, and create memories with my family here at the White House, none more special than my engagement to my amazing fiancé Michael. Feeling blessed and excited for the next chapter," she wrote on Instagram. On November 12, 2022, Tiffany and Boulos officially tied the knot in a stunning ceremony at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. Maples explained that the couple chose to get married there because it was Tiffany's childhood home and where she was brought into the world. For the special day, Donald even walked Tiffany down the aisle and partook in a father-daughter dance.